You gotta love it, guys. You gotta love it. Just after Palantir ran up 25% over the past month, we just got two new deals announced yesterday. After all of that, we got a downgrade from an analyst over Palantir's gluttonous valuation, which we're gonna break down in this video, guys. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and of course, don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit. Use that link down below, the QR code right here, or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo, guys. Get your money. And with that being said, cheers. Let's break down what this analyst is talking about here, the charts, and what I'm looking to do with Palantir. So you guys know, again, we covered this yesterday. They announced two deals, one in the healthcare space and another one in the space, right? You guys probably remember that. And the stock got to about $26.60, I believe. And on top of that, I almost forgot to mention, Argus initiated a buy rating and a $29 price target about a week ago. So we got that news. We got the two deals, right? And the stock was looking really good throughout the course of this month, right? And it's still looking good, mind you, guys, as the uptrend is still holding. So you guys can see we went from $20 to $26. And of course, an analyst had to come in and rain on the parade, guys. So you can see now we're down almost 7% on the day today, pretty much giving back all the gains from the last 2-3 days. So this is a great example of, stairs up, elevator down when it comes to, stocks out there, right? You guys have heard that saying, stairs up, elevator down. So we were at $23.50, which is where we're at now. We were there earlier this week. Then we got a nice 2-3 day run to $26.60. And now just a day later, again, stairs up, elevator down. We're now at $23.50 to 75 cents, which is where we were earlier in the week. And with that, guys, again, down 7%, the uptrend is still holding. You guys can see here on the 1 hour chart, we're looking pretty good here above the 180 moving average, holding a nice higher low. You guys see that, right? You guys see all these higher lows being made. And on the 4 hour time frame, let me show you this. We're also, of course, holding the uptrend still after we got arguably a bit overbought, right, as we got to over 26.50. So you guys can see this could very well be a buy the dip opportunity. And of course, just because an analyst comes out and says sell the stock or downgraded the stock, it doesn't necessarily mean that's what I'm going to do. Obviously, it's not what I'm going to do. I don't take analysts' opinions 100% seriously. You got to take them with a grain of salt, obviously. They have ulterior motives sometimes, not all the time, obviously, guys. But if you just predicted, or not predicted, but based your stock decisions on analysts, you'd be screwed, right? Let's be honest, you would be screwed because that's just not the way to do it. But yeah, that's the news that we got today, which is sending the stock down, which is pretty interesting. Right now, we're down 7.5%, down at $23.71. And I haven't bought the dip yet here, but guys, most likely after I'm done this video, I'm going to buy some more Palantir. As you guys know, I've been buying in the low 20s, $20, $21 ever since the last earnings report. And this looks like a buy the dip opportunity, a DCA opportunity, at least for me here, guys, because I wasn't about to buy at $26 or $25 or $24 for that matter, mid-high 24s. But here in the mid 23s, if it gets to the low 23s, yeah, that'd be a spot that I'd consider buying. Again, I'm probably going to buy more after this video is over, as we're now down 7.5%. So let me show you guys exactly what is going on here. And again, we have to take analysts' opinions and their calls here with a grain of salt. And you have to take mine with a grain of salt. Not just analysts, but people on the internet, YouTubers, people on X, Twitter, posting their opinions. Everybody's opinion you have to take with a grain of salt, right? So Palantir stock draws a downgrade over its, quote, gluttonous valuation. Funny choice of word there, guys, gluttonous. Makes me want to go eat now. Either way, we can see here Monis, Crespi, and Hart and Company analyst Brian White didn't mince words in describing Palantir Technology Inc.'s valuation as he downgraded the software stock to sell. You heard that right. He put a sell rating on it, right, guys? And during a period of software industry carnage, the momentum shown by Palantir stock so far this year, on top of a strong ascent last year, gives rise to a gluttonous valuation. He wrote, the stock is up nearly 300% since the start of 2023, trouncing the iShares Expanded Tech Software Sector ETF IGV and the S&P, of course, over that span. Obviously, it's crushing a lot of the ETFs out there, the S&P, the indexes, all that. You guys can see here Palantir's performance compared to these other benchmarks, which that doesn't necessarily mean it needs to come down. I mean, you guys have seen NVIDIA's valuation, NVIDIA's returns, right? They're crushing the S&P and all these ETFs. Do they necessarily have to collapse, right? It doesn't necessarily work like that. Maybe just Palantir is very exciting, right? There's a lot of growth. There's a lot to look forward to in the future. Maybe that's why the stock is outperforming, right? Of course, I don't think this is going to slow down. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know what you guys think about that. But he added Palantir stock sported a king's ransom of a valuation. So obviously, this guy just thinks it's way overvalued, one that was higher based on enterprise value to revenue than that of any other stock in his software coverage area or even his broader coverage universe. He said, as multiples in the space have contracted in recent weeks, Palantir's valuation has expanded, right? And notice how he said in recent weeks. Like I always say, guys, these Wall Street guys, these big institutions, these analysts, they're looking for short-term returns, right? They're looking, okay, what's the next quarter, 2 quarters, couple of quarters, what's it looking like? Whereas for us, retail investors, we don't care about the recent weeks, the coming weeks, right? The coming quarters, even for that matter. We're in it for the long term, right? Years out. I don't really care what's going on right now. If the valuation's a bit gluttonous in the short term, according to this guy, because I can hold it. I have the luxury of being able to hold stocks long term without having to answer to investors or the higher ups, or, without having to beat the short-term benchmarks, right? Which is what these guys obviously have to do, right? Palantir also trades at a generous premium, according to him, to the 3 fastest growing companies in this group besides itself, while noted that Palantir stock trades at 17.7 times his estimate for 2025 sales, and he expects to see 23% sales growth for Palantir in calendar 2024. By contrast, he sees Snowflake shares trading at an 8.3 times multiple on the same metric, while he anticipates the company will see 34% sales growth this calendar year. So clearly he likes Snowflake over Palantir. We're not going to necessarily get into that debate in this video, guys, but based on his metrics, his models, the way he's looking at things, he thinks Palantir is just way too expensive for the growth that they're looking to do for the calendar year of 2025 compared to Snowflake, who obviously he thinks is trading at a cheaper multiple based on sales, and they're looking to grow sales even more. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not looking to debate whether or not Snowflake is better than Palantir. Palantir is better than Snowflake, but obviously analysts have their opinions, their biases, what stocks they like more. And for me, guys, clearly I like Palantir more. I'm against this analyst. I'm not, in the Snowflake camp as of now. But it looks like here in lowering his rate from hold, White also established a $20 price target, and these targets are usually 1-year targets, right? So, yeah, I guess he's putting a sell on it, which is about 22% below the closing price on Thursday of $25.56. So it looks like here, of the 21 analysts tracked by FactSet who cover Palantir stock, 7 have buy equivalent ratings, 8 have hold ratings, and 6 have sell equivalent ratings. So obviously not that many sells compared to the hold ratings and the buy ratings. So that goes to show where kind of the analysts here tracked by FactSet are. So I'd love to know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And by the way, run the likes up on this video, man. Hit that like button. Let's try and get at least 100 likes on this video, and don't forget to subscribe because, again, we do a lot of content here. We're trying to get to 50,000 subs. I appreciate you all as always, and I want to see and do another update on Palantir here in the short term to see what it's going to do here, as it does already look like buyers are starting to step in. And again, I'm looking to buy this dip myself. What are you guys up to, by the way? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo, each up to $2,000 with at least a $100 deposit. That's linked down below. The QR code's right here. Or you guys can go to stocksurfast.com/Moomoo. And if you want to check out the Patreon where I post all my buys, all my trades, what I'm doing in my private portfolio, that's down below as well. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you later.